Manifesting a specific person is arguably the most talked about issue in the law of attraction community. So I wanted to give a nice, updated, straightforward, targeted approach that we can use to manifesting a specific person. We want to kind of cut out the idea of like which technique here and how many times do I do this? Because in reality, what is going to get you your specific person is not any specific technique. It's a complete and total shift in your mind frame. So that's what we're talking about today in this episode of Roxy Talks. Stay tuned. What is up, my fellow dreamers and soul searchers? Thank you for joining me here for another episode of Roxy Talks, where we discuss confidence, mindset, manifestation, and more. I'm Roxy Lee. I am a mindset coach, and I'm here to help you banish your negative thinking and limiting doubts so you can bring joy, clarity, and love into your life. If you would like one-on-one coaching to discuss your specific issues, you can sign up for one-on-one coaching in the description below. Now, like I mentioned earlier, manifesting a specific person is a huge topic. This is what most people want to know about, and I have a little bit of a hang up with it because I'm such a, confidence supporting type person. I really want everyone to just like love themselves and be the star of their own show. But I've come to realize that a lot of people place their self-worth and their own value in other people's hands. They put it outside of themselves. They're looking for approval and love from the outside world in order to validate them. And it just can't work that way because we know on this channel, we say everything flows out from within. So it has to start here first. You can't get anything back that you don't give to yourself first. This world is a mirror, and a mirror can only reflect what you put in front of it. So if you don't put love in front of that mirror, that's not what you're going to get back. Now, before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible, and everyone deserves to know that they are in complete control of their reality. So how do we manifest a specific person? Well, first things first, like I mentioned, it is very important that we start giving to ourselves what exactly we need from the world and what exactly we need from our partners. If we are trying to be the half of a whole, this half needs to be full in order for this circle to be full. In order for you to complete your half of the circle, you have to be a complete half. And in order for your partner or your mirror to reflect back to you what you want, you have to, again, reflect it first. It has to start here so that it can flow outward. Now, not only is it important for you to love yourself because that's what the world reflects back to you, but also think about this. If you don't love yourself, you're only going to attract other people who don't love you. Because again, the world is a mirror. It's got to start here first. You have to start figuring out how to compliment yourself. We do it every single day, several times a day. Every time you look in the mirror, 5 to 10 compliments about yourself. I don't care if it's 5 to 10 things about your eyes. I don't care if you're talking about how great you are at making spaghetti. You need to start somewhere, and you need to start getting into the practice of telling yourself what you need to hear and feel from the rest of the world. So my new favorite analogy is, I'm calling it the Thanksgiving dinner idea, okay? And this is how we manifest not only for ourselves, for our SP, for our relationship, for our entire life, and how everything works seamlessly together. Now, in a Thanksgiving dinner, what is the star of the show? Of course, I feel kind of bad saying this because I am vegan, but it's the turkey, of course. That's the thing we spend the most time on. It's the most expensive. It gets primed and prepped and rubbed and tenderized and brined and stuffed and filled with all the love and care that you put into Thanksgiving dinner. It is the star of the show. Again, it gets the most attention. It gets the most time. Everything else in the meal revolves around the turkey, okay? This is how your life should be. Guess what? You're the turkey. You are number one. You're the star of the show. Your maintenance is the most important thing. Your mind frame, the way you feel about yourself and the rest of the world. There's nothing in the world that could be more important than that. Literally nothing, because that's how everything is shaped for you. So if you don't look at the world the way you want to, you're not going to see a world that you want, or you're going to see a world that doesn't line up with what you want because you don't know how to focus on it and lock in on it and allow yourself to let it happen. So you're the turkey, you go into the oven first, you're cooking all day, you're the most important thing, okay? We know that. We always make sure that we know what's going on with the turkey. The turkey is very important. It's always top of mind, okay? While we are making our turkey, we start peeling potatoes, boiling potatoes. We start making our mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes is kind of like the co-star of the show, okay? It's like the second next exciting thing. I equate this to your ideal relationship. This is your partnership. This is the feelings that you want to experience completely separate from any one person, any ideas, any ex, current, whatever. This has nothing to do with anybody else on the planet. This is you taking a moment to be honest with yourself, to give yourself the time to say, you know, what do I really need to feel fulfilled? What do I need to complete my half of the circle? If I want a full, healthy, functioning circle, my half needs to be full and healthy and functioning. So what do I need? Companionship, honesty, love, understanding, trust, monogamy, best friends, kissy cuddly, text all the time, whatever. This is your chance to really, 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 really get clear. What do you need in your lead co-starring role? What boxes need to be ticked in order for you to be fulfilled as a partner, as a person in a relationship? What do you need? Again, I don't want you to consider any person, any other person but you. This only is about you right here. What is going into your mashed potatoes? That's all that matters, okay? Now, while our mashed potatoes are cooking, okay, now maybe we start thinking about our gravy, okay? Do you know what your gravy is? Your gravy is your SP, okay? Your gravy is the person. It goes with your mashed potatoes. They complement each other very well, and it goes with the turkey very well, but we don't cook these things together, and we don't bring them together until they're completely ready. Separately ready, okay? All of the things at Thanksgiving we cook separately, and then when they're ready to be brought together, they come together seamlessly and they're perfect and they complement each other amazingly. So your gravy, that's your SP. You can select any version of them that you want, okay? Just because you have up until this point been selecting a version of them that doesn't value you, doesn't know you exist, doesn't want to be with you, wants to be with someone else. Hint, we're going to be talking about erasing people out, including third parties. That video will be linked above. If it's not there yet, come back later this week. So our gravy, our specific person, strip away all ideas you've ever had about what goes into making gravy, okay? Take out every single aspect of your SP. I mean, literally, like, you want to strip them away of details, past, memories, feelings, all of this, okay? Let them be an empty shell that you now get to decide what you experience from them. Maybe they were shady. They were kind of an F-boy. Maybe they were lying. Maybe they were cheating. Maybe they just didn't really have any interest in you. Well, guess what? Now they're honest. They communicate open. They share their feelings. They only have eyes for you, etc., etc., etc. You have the chance to recreate or redecide or reselect whatever version of them that you want. Now, for some people, it's kind of hard to wrap their minds around this idea of stripping them of all their qualities and then refilling them with new ones. They don't know how to take away that old story. So I have a great new idea for you to wrap your minds around, okay? Now, we all know that everything in the physical world is in particle form. This is physical matter. We can manipulate it physically, just like I'm clicking my pen. I'm getting instant gratification. I feel like I'm doing something, okay? I can manipulate things in the physical world, but once they're here, once they come from energy wave, from potentiality, from the other side of the mirror where they could be absolutely anything, once they pop in our reality, they are what they are. So I can click this pen, but one thing I can't do is turn this pen from black ink to red ink. What I can do is manifest a red inked version of it, take it from the energetic field. It's going to take a minute for it to kind of materialize in my world or for me to stumble upon it, but it'll happen. I can get it. It's just not the same. It doesn't feel the same as me like clicking this pen, which I feel like I'm doing something, versus me waiting for the pen to show up as something else. So, having said that, I want you to think about the version of your SP that's here now. This version of them is the one that doesn't value you. This version of them is the one that doesn't put you first. This version of them is the one that lives across the country. This version of them is the one that's married to somebody else, whatever. So that's fine. We know that we've chosen a version of them that's unavailable. Okay, fine. No harm, no foul. We're working on it. We're fixing it. Instead of you trying to change this pen from black ink to red ink, instead of you trying to change your person from the version of them that doesn't value you into a version of them that does, I want you to think about it as, no, now I am selecting the red inked version of this pen. This is my favorite pen in the world. I only write with these. I specifically buy them. I specifically order them. It comes in red and blue also. So I know there's a red version of this pen out there. I can conceptualize it. I know it's there. I can manifest that red version, whether or not it's gonna show up in my world randomly, or I order one on Amazon and it comes in the mail tomorrow, or I go to Target today and get one. Either way, me getting that red version of that pen, not a problem, because guess what? I'm selecting my reality. So instead of you trying to change your SP from black ink to red, I want you to just select the red inked version of them from now on, okay? That's what you're doing. So you can cut away this idea of changing them, because it's not really what you're doing. You're actually not changing them. In every moment, we're choosing a new reality. So you're selecting a new version. Because what's happening is, as you are filling this half of your circle, as you're filling it up, you are becoming a different version of you. You are changing. You are shifting into new versions of yourself, okay? I have a video about making a quantum shift out this week, so if it is not linked above, it will be soon. So as you become this whole half of this circle, now this filled up half is choosing differently. Now you're setting new standards. You have your mashed potatoes cooking, so you know exactly what you need out of a relationship. You've got your gravy brewing, so you know exactly which version of your specific person that you want. And your turkey's been in the oven getting all the love that it needs. So now turkey is becoming better and tastier and more succulent, juicier. So we want better gravy, better mashed potatoes. We want everything to taste good. So as you become a more whole version of you, you start selecting a better version of them and your circle becomes complete. Now, the cool thing about Thanksgiving dinner is that it's kind of a big smorgasbord. You can have green bean casserole, cranberry sauce, stuffing, rolls, all that other stuff, okay? All that other stuff is every other part of your life. Your rolls, your job, your friends, stuffing, your family, cranberry sauce, etc. So while everything's cooking, we sprinkle our manifestation all over the place. We put some here, we're doing over here, we're putting the rolls in the oven, we're getting the stuffing going. Everything's cooking all at once. And once that shit is ready, oh my God, is it not the best meal of the entire year? We wait a whole year for it, okay? So think about it like this. Your life is Thanksgiving dinner. We cook all these things separate, but we keep each other in mind. We know what our end goal is, which is a beautiful, delicious, harmonious meal where everybody's happy and satiated and loving and appreciative. We know that turkey is the star of the show. It always is. The gravy complements everything, but it's its own thing, and it's definitely not the star of the show, okay? Do not make your SP your turkey, please. Your SP, your SP acts like a turkey sometimes, according to what I hear from you guys, but again, they're just a reflection of you. So be the best turkey, okay? Be the best version of that turkey that you can possibly be. Fill up this half so that not only are you filling your half of the circle, but you're also selecting a full half of your person, and then this whole is just like, amazing. Everything's working out. So I want you to comment down below, I am the star of the show. Very simple today. I am the star of the show, because I want you to remember you are the turkey. They're the gravy, okay? They're not the star. You're the star. Make sure the turkey tastes good before we worry about what's going on top of it. Ooh, didn't mean to go so X-rated with that one. If you would like help figuring out your own specific person manifestation, you can sign up for one-on-one coaching in the description below. Here on the Roxy Talks channel, I go live every Monday for a Q&A at noon-ish PST and have new videos out every Tuesday through Friday. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you never miss an update. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible, and everyone deserves to know that they are in complete control of their reality. I've also got an entire playlist for manifesting a specific person, which will be around the end screen somewhere here and linked in the description below. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you.